The Subaru Forester starts $1,905 below the Toyota RAV4. That's the number you'll see quoted everywhere. But it's the wrong number, because the moment you want all-wheel drive, that gap nearly doubles. Here's the honest comparison. This is buyer analysis, not a road test. Every price comes from the manufacturer's published figures, sourced and dated on screen. How they drive is what your test drive is for. On the sticker, it's simple. The Forester base opens at $29,995. The RAV4 LE opens at $31,900. $1,905 apart. But here's what that comparison hides. Every single Forester comes with Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive as standard. Every trim, no exceptions, no upcharge. The RAV4 LE is front-wheel drive, and all-wheel drive costs you $1,400. So normalize it. A Forester with all-wheel drive is $29,995. A RAV4 with all-wheel drive is $33,300. The real gap isn't $1,900, it's $3,305. Nearly double what the sticker suggested. Now, that doesn't mean the Forester wins everything. Climb both ladders and they converge. The Forester Touring tops out at $41,595. The RAV4 Limited tops at $43,300. At the top, they're only $1,705 apart, and by then both include all-wheel drive. And the RAV4 has an answer the Forester doesn't. For 2026, the RAV4 is hybrid across the board. If fuel economy over a decade of ownership is your priority, that's a real counterweight to the Forester's price advantage. One more thing worth knowing inside the Subaru ladder. The Wilderness sits at $38,385, only $690 above the Limited. If you were already considering the Limited, the off-road build is nearly the same money. So, if you want all-wheel drive on a budget, the Forester's advantage is roughly $3,300, not $1,900. If you want a hybrid, the RAV4 is the one that's hybrid across the range. And at the top of both ladders, the gap mostly closes. Your priority picks the car. What we can't tell you. Pricing shifts through the model year, and both brands run regional incentives. Confirm the exact figure on the exact trim before you sign. These numbers carry their dates on screen for a reason. The spec sheet can't tell you outward visibility, which infotainment you'll tolerate, how each rides on the bigger wheels, and rear seat space for your passengers. That's your test drive. Once you've picked the car, the rest of the ownership math, depreciation, insurance, theft rates, how long it lasts, is what really separates them. We run the real numbers on all of it. Subscribe, and the numbers decide before the dealer does.